champions have answered the call. Now another name is waiting to be written. The lanes are ready, the trophy is waiting. The Hall of Champions is waiting. Hear the wind, hear the crowd, hear the north, and answer the call. Hear the call of the north.
The lights are on, the crowd's alive. You can feel the magic in the night. From every corner of the world we came, one dream to chase, one common flame. Every lane, every road, every heartbeat, every soul. The journey starts the moment we're here, with hope instead of fear.
Testing. Sound test, sound test. Sound test, testing sound, testing sound.
higher. History is written frame by frame. Every champion earned their name. Storm, Lucky, Larson, Masters, where legends come to play. Storm, Lucky, Larson, Masters, a new hero every day. From the first row to the last, every moment built to last. Storm, Lucky, Larson, Masters, forever in our hearts. Hey, hey! Jason Belmont showed the way. Kyle Troop lit up the stage. Carsten Hansen stood so tall. Matthias Ankerdahl inspired us all. AJ Johnson found his time. Jesper Svensson made it shine. Sean Rash wrote the latest page. Now another dream takes center stage. Who will lift the trophy high? Who will hear the crowd tonight? Every frame can change it all. Every champion starts so small. Storm, Lucky, Larson, Masters, where history comes alive. Storm, Lucky, Larson, Masters, where champions always rise. Another name will join them all, another legend standing tall. Storm, Lucky, Larson, Masters, who's the next to win the crown? Sean Rash, Jesper Svensson, hey, AJ Johnson, Matthias Ankerdahl, Carsten Hansen, Kyle Troop, Jason Belmont. Who's next?
Hear the call. Hear the silence. Hear the call. They are coming. From the north, south, east, west. Different countries, different roads. One destination, Helsingborg. Olympia, bowling. One dream, one goal, one title. Storm! Lucky Larson Masters! Under northern skies we stand. Champions gather from every land. Every journey, every mile has brought them here for one more trial. Every heartbeat, every frame, every player, every name. Tonight, the story starts again. Hear the call of the north, where champions rise. Under Scandinavian skies. Hear the call of the north, where legends are born and history lives forevermore. Storm, Lucky, Larson, Masters. Hear the call of the north. Storm, Lucky, Larson, Masters. This is more than competition. This is tradition. This is family. Another name will enter. The Hall of Champions. The lanes remember.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
All right. And we are back for squad number 9. It's the third squad of the day, Sunday in Helsingborg Olympia Bowling Alley. And we are with one of the biggest names in the bowling in the moment. It's the Iceman sitting on my right side. Jesper, it's good to be with you here. You can give us some points of view and some ideas. You bowled the previous squad, right?
Yes, I bowled a few times now. 3 times actually. Bowled this morning. Bowled okay. Did not improve my score, but learning as we go. And it's the benefit of the format here with multiple re-entries and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm sure I will.
Gathering some new information. Did you feel any big changes on the 3 squads you played, or was it kind of similar?
Yeah, fairly similar, I gotta say. But of course, who you're following and all that stuff can determine a lot of how you need to attack the lanes. But in general, not too much different. But yeah,
So it's
good,
more
good to be back in the booth here. Me and Martin have done the previous evening squads, so yeah, I think people should be used to hearing my voice by now. But yeah, this is the last squad of the day, squad number 9, like you said. Here from Helsingborg, we have some. Let's see what we have going on. We have on the main channel, we have Marcus Jansson with the best start out of the 8 players that we have in front of us. I believe this is Marcus' 3rd squad of the day, so he must be starting to feel a little fatigued, a little tired maybe.
He has been bowling all over the place. I've seen him bowling far outside, and he's the one I've seen bowling deeper than anyone, trying at least. I've seen him as deep as 24 in the arrows, standing in front of the ball return.
Yeah, we also have Andrew Hall, one of our friends from the United States, one of the regulars on the PBA tour. He bowled the last squad as well, and he was off to a pretty good start. He was like 120 over or something for the first 3 games, I believe. And then
he was doing very good, and I think the 5th game it was when he really got a very low game.
Yeah, he had
a lot of open
120,
frames.
I think, down on the low end of the house.
3 and 4 again, which
Yeah.
has been a pair that has been paying out a little bit lower than other pairs.
Yeah, of course, a hard blow for him, but not the end of the world. Just trying to adjust and learn as he goes, because he's here in plenty of time to get a decent amount of squads in and figure out the lanes. So yeah, one of the players to keep an eye out for in this squad number 9 that we have.
We have Dan Harding also bowling in lane 17. Dan is from England. He's bowling with the local team. He bowls for ES Jota, unless I'm wrong, in the Swedish league.
Yeah.
So he should know the bowling alley pretty well.
Yeah, especially this part of the bowling center that is the section of the bowling alley that is used for league matches. So at least this end of the house he should know fairly well. And who else do we have? We have Raymond Tees as well. Very, very good player from England as well. The 2 Tees brothers are both great players. And his brother Richard Tees, one of the regulars on tour as well. Raymond hasn't really been over in the States that much, but we also have one of our tournament organizers bowling this squad, Daniel Rönnbäck, bowling with Raymond Tees. A little bit of a rough start for Daniel there, but in his defense, he's had a long few days here at the bowling center, a lot of work, and yeah,
It's almost going to be a relief to bowl, even if you don't find.
Yeah, he at least get to spend a couple of hours without having anybody asking him a bunch of questions.
Exactly, that's what I meant. Not working, not having to pay attention to everyone else and nonsense going around.
Yeah.
Another guy I've seen bowling a lot of squats already. It's both Kim Boliby and Albin Gullstrand. Albin is actually striking quite much. At the beginning, he's bowling on 5, 6, 7, 8. He made 9 spare, 9 spare, and 6 in a row.
That's good. Albin is a teammate of mine up in
Pergamon, yeah,
Team
Gothenburg.
Pergamon, yeah. But he lives down here. Is from this area and lives in this part of Sweden. So I'm sure he's got a lot of games at this bowling center. And yeah, I think this is his 6th squad so far. So yeah, he maybe he's got it figured out now. And yeah, maybe we should bounce around the house a little bit and see who else we have bowling on the squad. Right, our technician Victor, son of the bowling center owner Patrick Bucket, and Victor is helping us out here with the stream as well, doing a lot of work.
Victor is the master of the buttons.
Yeah.
He's going to become a pilot pretty soon.
So yeah, we're gonna try to make sure that you will get to see each and every one of the players on the squad. And
Strong start as well for Chase Nadeau in 13 and 14. He's got 5 in a row over there.
yeah, good to see Chase back in Helsingborg as well. He was here last year for the first time, I'm pretty sure. So it's always good to see my friends from the US that I compete alongside over there, that they have enjoyed their time over here in Sweden enough to come back year after year. That's awesome to see. We have Don Harding, came in a little behind it. Maybe that ball is
I went a little bit long.
not slow enough. He must have made some really good shots to start here. Have a few strikes on the board already, but all right, we are in a different section of the bowling center. Let's see, Albin. That is very easy to do, buddy. I feel you on that. I did that a lot as well. We have another local actually, Caitlin Orisek. She believes, or I believe she lives here now.
Yeah, she's living here. She said that she moved with a boyfriend.
Oh, okay.
She
Nice,
explained.
yeah.
I met her in May when I was here for the PBA youth. She
Okay,
had
yeah,
already
yeah.
moved here. She started doing some shots, and last time I saw her, she explained she was with a boyfriend. And she's living here. She's going to be studying for a year, I believe.
Oh, okay.
She
yeah.
said, and
Good start for her. Hopefully she can get a double here in the 10 frame. Start off with a 230 game. Be off to a good start. But yeah, she bowls for Spotted Dom here in Helsingborg, the local team. Fortunately for Albin there, missed the 7-pin. Still have 246 left out there in game number 1. And we have
I see some strikes also on. Let's have a quick look around on the left side. William Berggren with
Yep.
a turkey spare and another turkey now, walking for 258 if he strikes out. That's a good start
Yeah.
as well.
another great player from Sweden. He's one of the guys in the contention of a spot on the national team, I'm pretty sure. Without having too much insight on the selections, but I can just imagine that he's one of the players that Coach Robert Anderson is keeping a close eye out on for future championships. And who else? Anna Andersson on 1 and 2, also a national team bowler from here from Sweden. Numerous medals, different championships.
I mean, anywhere we watch is talented bowlers all around. We find Mike Ong from Singapore also in 1 and 2.
We have great player across the board. Yep, that's for sure.
There we can see. He's bowled 2 squads already, age 20. Highest score so far is 13 and 10 for Mike Ong.
13-10. That will probably need to be improved quite a bit. It's
Jesper, we have been, when I've been talking to other guys that have been sitting here in the booth, we have been doing a little bit of a prediction contest in a way on the numbers on the cut. So I'm going to ask you, what do you think the cut's going to be? I'm going to write it down here.
Yeah, I got the question from Martin yesterday actually. So we have already been on that little guessing train.
Uh-huh.
But
He didn't write down the score, so what did you say?
yeah, so now I can change my mind again. Because the first time we were guessing, we had some technical issues, so we were having a guessing competition without anybody hearing us. But so I will go with 1376.
1376. I'm not sure. So I think someone else said 1376 as well. Let's have a look. We had Victor with 1353, Martin 1379, Carl 1380, Matt McNeil 1381, Robin at 1377, Don Hardin said 1365, and day one I said 1340 something. But after I bowled the squad, even if I bowled really bad, it felt like it wasn't that tough. So I decided to cheat and change the number. Right? and I wrote down 1375. So actually, you and I are pretty close. You just said one pin more than I said.
Yeah, obviously it's very hard to predict.
To predict, yeah, you don't know what's going to happen. It depends, as you said before, depending on what kind of transition and so.
And yeah, we actually see here we have the chat now on our screen. Victor helped us out to have the chat up on the screen, and we have been talking about this every evening, at least when me and Martin have been on air, that we highly inquire you guys to have a conversation with us in the chat, because you know that maybe it's not all interesting stuff that me and Louis are talking about here tonight. So feel free to reach out in the chat with any questions, any topics that you want us to talk about, and we're more than happy to navigate through whatever questions you have. And we can start with Jonny Magnusson, one of the legends back from Gothenburg. I'm not exactly sure when I'm bowling again. Jonny, we have had, I bowled 3 squads already, and we have some other stuff to do in the next couple of days. We have a beautiful round of golf planned for tomorrow. So we'll see. Thursday or Friday, maybe Saturday, you know, we'll see what I feel like, but a little closer towards the weekend. So, but probably the next time I will be on the lanes will be that Wednesday night match, Team Iceman versus Team Tackett. I will be on the lanes then for sure. So that would be a great evening, Wednesday night, where we try to put on a good show for everybody. I know there will be a packed house here at Olympia Bowling, and we'll try to beat the Americans in a Swedish League style match, and together we can raise some money, hopefully, for the childhood diabetes. So that will be an awesome night, and well, an awesome day.
I was going to say, the whole day is quite special.
In the morning we have the golf outing as well, the scramble tournament with all the lane sponsors that you can see on the light blue right above the pins. We have different lane sponsors supporting the Storm Lucky Larsen Masters, so we're very thankful for all of those guys that choose to do so. And yeah, that Wednesday is always special here at the Storm Lucky Larsen Masters. We always have a great time together, interact with everybody, and play some golf.
Some bowling.
Some bowling in the evening, and
for me, it's play some music.
Some good music, and overall just a great time. So I believe there are still spots up for grabs. So if you are in the area or interested in coming, feel free to reach out to get you a spot for that. But all right. So actually, last night I tried in between each game to give a little rundown of the top 10 after each game of the squad, and let's just continue to do so. And we have a full squad, and we have 40 bowlers on the squad, which is max. But let's start from the top. When we have Marcus Jansson leading the squad after the first game with 239. We have Albin Gullstrand 236, Chase Naidu 234, William Berggren 224, Jonathan Winhagen 223, Alvin Kvarnström 222, Michal Mares 220, Nicole Leiris 212, Dan Harding 211, and Kim Bolleby 210 is the top 10 scores from game number 1 so far.
I just realized that most of the names I've been saying the wrong way, because when you pronounce now, it was like, okay, that sounds completely different from what I've been doing so far. I think the only one I did right was Marcus Johnson, because Raymond Jensen was playing on my side, so that's the one I can say the right way.
Yeah, that's
But
okay.
I hope everyone forgives me if my pronunciation is not that good, especially with Swedish names.
That's okay. That's okay. I'm sure people can understand who we are referring to. I'm sure I mess up some names as well.
Well, let me tell you, I'm happy to see that both Marcus and Albin are doing okay, because they have been bowling many squads. They haven't really yet found exactly what they wanted to do and how they wanted to do. They always ran into some issues sooner or later in the squads they have been bowling. The only thing we have seen a little bit different, especially on the last squad, it felt like transition came in a little bit later on that particular squad than it did in some of the other ones. It was quite a late transition. It was a lot of people struggling on game 5 particularly. We saw a very big drop in the scoring pace, while most of the other squads, it was happening around game 3 and 4. And except one squad, I cannot remember which one, that happened on game 2.
Yeah, and that's definitely the thing you need to watch out for bowling here on this 38-foot pattern, because there will be transition. It's just a matter of time when it's coming and how fast you can recognize that it's coming, and what your moves are going to be off of what the lane has to offer. And pair to pair might be a little tricky. You might have to, if you feel like you're starting to make your move, you might have to slightly move back, or be aware of your ball speed and your hand position, and of course what equipment you have in your hand. But I'm pretty sure that nobody will be able to score a bunch just standing in the same spot doing the same thing for 6 games, which I'm pretty sure
I think it was only
people from Kegel that designed the pattern, they don't want people to be able to do the same thing over and over again for 6 games. So hats off to them so far. It's definitely seen that some guys, we've seen some higher scores on the fresh, I feel like, most squads, and then sooner or later there's a little drop off on the scoring pace. And of course there will be some guys that is just cruising the whole way through and be on top of the moves, finding the right solutions.
So far, the only one I've seen accomplishing that was Tomo.
Yeah, he bowled really well, and even Noel yesterday, he
only at the very last game he
had 190 the
got
last
some
game,
loss,
so he ran into some trouble, but he bowled so well the first 5 that he still had plenty of room. So I believe he's still sitting second overall in the 1470s. So yeah, hats off to those guys, both of them. They bowled fantastic sets. So it's definitely impressive to watch the young guns coming out here and showing no fear in the PBA event here in Sweden. So
I'm going to propose to change to lanes 9 to 12, because we can see no, was it 8? Sorry, I picked the wrong one. It's 13 to 16 instead, because we have Marcus in there. He started already with that's the 3rd one, so maybe he found what's gonna start working for him. Looks a little bit stronger in there.
found some grooves here early in the evening squad, and we know that his father, Raymond Jansson, he's here with him, probably trying to help him see the lanes the right way, if he needs it, because we all know that Marcus is a very, very good bowler and very well decorated from the national team. We know that he can definitely play when he gets lined up, and having Raymond here behind him with an extra set of eyes probably don't hurt nobody. So yeah, let's hope Marcus can keep striking here in this squad. Yeah, gnarly 7-10 for Kim there. And Kim, I believe, was the highest.
It was the highest on the last squad, but
yeah,
he only managed to do 6 spins more than what he actually had on the previous score.
Okay, yeah. And yeah, who knows this early into the week, but as we predict, he's going to be
I mean, I think he shot
very close.
1361, unless I'm wrong. It
Yeah,
could
I
be,
believe
it
you're
could
right
be
on
maybe
that.
the last spot on the early birds.
Possible, very possible.
There goes Marcus again, a little bit.
Yeah, there's another good shot there, mixing them up for a front four for Marcus. Great job, Marcus. And once again, we just know that we are not, at least I'm not used to doing commentary enough to be aware that you can only watch one section of lanes at a time, while we have a very nice setup here in the streaming room at Olympia Bowling. We actually have every single camera visible for us, so we need to be aware of that we talk about the pair that you guys are watching to not confuse you guys too much. So just
And that's not going to be an easy job for you, especially.
just keep that in mind if we start to talk about somebody that you can find on your screen right at the time, because we're just trying to keep an eye on everybody to see if there is any very big games or something like that that we can cover. So we might just give you a little update on some of the other players as well, even if they're not right on your screen at the time. But of course, mainly we're going to try to talk about the players
I think this
on
is
the main feed.
this squad is going to be longer and harder for you than any of the ones you had on the lanes, because I'm very usually talking so much nonsense. You're going to get
That's
lost.
okay.
Like
Yeah, that's okay. Like I said, I've been doing the evening squad for Martin for the last 2 days, and we have, you know, sometimes you get stuck talking about something fairly irrelevant to what's going on in front of us. But yeah, we're gonna try to keep it as entertaining as possible, of course. And on that note, I'm just gonna take a quick glare at the other pairs to see if
let's have a
we
look around if you want to. We can start on the left corner. We have Richard Tees with front four on lane 1.
Yeah, Raymond Tees.
Yeah. Sorry, Raymond.
Richard's
It
brother.
was the same last year. I kept changing their names. And the funny thing is, I've been friend with Raymond forever. I don't know that much Richard, but I keep calling him Richard instead.
Yeah. Actually, on lane 3 we have Ocean as well. He's been close as well. He's probably need a little bit more because he's probably a little bit outside of the cut right now. But since there are a couple of extra spots through the early birds and also under 21.
Under 21, I was gonna say. Yeah.
So he has a couple of different possible ways to make it to the final. So he just need to improve his score slightly. And I think he was 11th after the first game. Yes, 204 the first game. And a solid start to this game. Let's see what he can do here in the next
Have a
few
turkey
shots
also
and the
for
next,
Albin on.
Albin again, yeah.
Yeah, he's doing better.
So good. Yeah. 36 game number 1 for Albin, so he's in pretty good shape so far. And once again, Daniel Rönnbäck, we need to mention him again. Maybe not for his bowling yet tonight, but we can definitely mention that he's one of the guys behind the scenes with the Storm Lucky Larson Masters that's working very, very hard to keep everything running smoothly.
Yeah.
And he is definitely one of the most important people to keep this tournament running. So if you are stopping by Olympia Bowling at some point throughout the tournament, please go up to Daniel and thank him for everything he does for the tournament, because without Daniel Rönnbeck, I am positive that we may not have had Storm Lucky Larson